Good morning and welcome to All Souls. As I look at all of you in the pews and saw you, many of you entering, I think about how wonderful it is to start the year with all of you, to be in this place of refuge together. This is a community that welcomes all. And whether you're joining us by live stream, I wish I could see your faces, but I'm imagining some of them, or you're joining us here. We are a community of members and friends, an inclusive community, and we especially welcome those of you who are new today or who are visiting. My name is Pamela Patton. I'm All Souls Assistant Minister, and joining me in the chancel this morning is Reverend Elaine Beth Peresluha, who will be preaching. So if you come infrequently, or you're newish or new, or however you want to define yourself, please do let us know about you. We really do want to know you. It's not a commitment to stay forever. We just want to know you so we can tell you about All Souls from the perspective of what might be of most benefit to you, and so we can learn about you as a member of our community today and ongoing. So there's a pew card in front of you. You can use the QR code or you can fill it out, and you can put it in the offering plate, or there's a box in the vestibule you can stick it in on your way out. Every Sunday, we have All Souls in 20 minutes immediately following the service. I'll be leading it today, and I invite all of you who are interested, even if you've been coming a while, that's totally fine. Come up into the chancel for 20 minutes so we can just share a little bit about each other and a little bit about All Souls. And if I don't know you and you've been coming a long time, I'd love for you to come so I can get to know you. So please join me in the chancel after the service. And this happens every Sunday. So if you don't have time today, you can come another Sunday. You're all invited to coffee hour. It's down 2 flights of stairs through that way, or if you prefer to use the ramp, you can go down the ramp outside the vestibule and into the other building next door, and there's an elevator there that will get you downstairs to coffee hour. So every Sunday, pretty much, not always, but almost every Sunday, we have adult religious education at 10 a.m. This morning we did a Word of the Year practice. So we talked about choosing a word to sort of guide us through the year. We almost always have religious education for children and youth. We have a nursery, and children are also always welcome here in the sanctuary. So we also have today and next Sunday listening sessions, which are a chance to get to know others in our community, to get questions answered and share aspirations for All Souls. And today we have listening sessions at 1 o'clock. You can sign up at coffee hour. And today we have childcare. So if anybody would like to come and have their children cared for during that time from 1 to 2:30, this is the Sunday to come. We would love to stay connected with you during the week, so if you do not subscribe to our All Souls mailing list, please do write to us at info@allsoulsnyc.org. We have something going on almost every day, either online or in person, and we'd love to have you join whatever suits you. And now, please silence your electronic devices, and I invite you to quiet your hearts and your minds as we prepare for worship.
Today, we light our chalice, the symbol of our faith, in celebration of a whole new year. Its flame is a sign of community, as well as of sacred conscience. It's the cup of health and wellness, filled for all people and all nations. It's also a call to conviction, humility, praise, and forbearance. May the lighting of the flame today ignite us in our commitment to community, conscience, and service to the greatest good for all. May that be so.
Good morning, everyone, and Happy New Year. My name is David Moynihan, and I am a returning member of All Souls. which means that though I first came here many years ago, eventually I stopped coming. In the last year and a half, I've renewed my membership, attend services, and volunteer for Monday night hospitality and children's religious education. And I've also joined the community choir and All Queer Souls. So, how did I get here and why am I back now? I was raised in the Catholic Church that my mother was raised in and was an altar boy, sang in the choir, and attended private religious schools for 16 years. Though I faithfully practiced Catholicism for the first 20-odd years of my life, I had always been uncertain about some theology and doctrine. I wound up leaving the church largely due to its position on homosexuality. In the late 90s, I happened on a book called Religions of America, which explained several faiths and questioned their positions on such matters as divorce, gay marriage, birth control, abortion, and the role of women in ministry, among other things. The chapter on Unitarianism intrigued me and spurred me to read further, including works by Forest Church. I was impressed by Unitarians being at the forefront of socially progressive movements. I also liked the idea of personal theology. I eventually came to realize that deep down, I was a Christian with a small c, as Forrest would put it. I visited all 3 Unitarian churches in Manhattan, settling on All Souls because of the beautiful sanctuary, the inspiring and thought-provoking preaching, and the stunningly performed music. I also enjoyed volunteering. Then I stopped coming, largely due to my old prejudices. I had sometimes felt out of place here. After all, I reasoned, All Souls seem so well-heeled, Upper East Side, and waspy. Well, I'm not well-heeled, I don't live on the Upper East Side, and I'm not a wasp. Though I am white, I'm Italo-Celtic rather than Anglo-Saxon, and all of my grandparents were working-class Catholic immigrants. All of that is simply part of my backstory. It informs my worldview, but should not keep me from adopting other ways of thinking and judging the world around me, something that is actively encouraged here at All Souls. For some reason, this became clear to me last year, and so I returned and am where I believe I should be. I am excited to be here during this transition. I think that All Souls will, with the inspiring leadership of Reverends Elaine, Pamela, and Jessica, successfully navigate this journey and continue to grow and be a source for good. I invite you all now to rise as you are able to recite with me our bond of union. In the freedom of the truth and in the spirit of love, we unite for the worship of God and the service of all.
Stay standing, and we'll sing hymn 350, The Ceaseless Flow of Endless Time.
The ceaseless flow of endless time, no one can check or stay.
Today's reading is A Place in the Ways by Muriel Rukeyser. Having come to this place, I set out once again on the dark and marvelous way from where I began. Belief in the love of the world, woman, spirit, man. I enter a new age, seeing the old ways as toys, the houses of a stage painted and long forgot. And I find love and rage. Rage for the world as it is. But for what it may be, more love this year. And always, always less self-pity, since now I know, in a clearer light, the strength of the mystery. So at this place in the ways, I sit, waiting for song, my storm heart beating. Will you take a breath with me? I certainly need it today. I'll start the prayer by saying that is not the original reading I chose. I really had something light and airy for us today, but that did not come to pass. So when we take a breath, when we enter into this time of prayer and meditation, it's not to keep the world out, but to control the way it comes in. To find our breath, to find our center, to feel the companionship of people we know, people we don't know, and to sit. To sit with a new year that could have started like fresh fallen snow, untrodden, unblemished, clear, waiting for us to step into it. That was not to be. So we have a raid of wonderful, wonderful ops, successful, I heard, who managed to enter into another country and abduct its leader. I'm sure you've all been going through all of the scrolling, the newspaper articles, your favorite Substack. We know. Now here, we begin to process. My meditation reading started this morning with the words, life can bring you to your knees, either by pain or beauty, and sometimes both. So we enter this year with eyes wide open, breathing, taking it in. We look behind us at the best and the worst of what has happened in 2025. And we take that in, find its learning, its lessons, so that we can prepare with intention for the opportunities yet to come. A new year, another chance to be and to do what's asked. Rewarding, meaningful, courageous. May this moment of prayer and meditation lead your minds to come alive to the real, the true, and the possible. We will need courage to live authentically into this year. It may not be the world we envisioned, but the life and the world that we do know is still out there, is ours to create. Remember, we are exactly where we need to be, present, without expectation, for whatever lies ahead. So may it be. Amen. And blessed be. I invite you to stay seated, and we'll sing number 86. Blessed Spirit of my life.
Blessed Spirit of my life, give me strength through stress and strife. Help me live with dignity. Let me know serenity. Fill me with a vision. Clear my mind of fear and confusion. When my thoughts flow restlessly, let peace find a home in me. Spirit of great mystery, hear the still small voice in me. Help me live my wordless creed as I comfort those in need. Fill me with compassion, be the source of my intuition. Then when life is done for me, let love be my legacy. I love life, so I want to live and drink of life's fullness, take all it can give. I love life, every moment must count, to glory in its sunshine and revel in its fount. I love life, I want to live. I love life. I love life, it holds me in its sway. My heart hears its music, a melody gladsome and gay. I love life, I have none of worldly strife. Oh, but to live, for to love. I love life, so I want to live and drink of life's fullness, take all it can give. I love life, every moment must count, to glory in its sunshine and revel in its fount. I love life, I want to live. I love
I am a sailor, and dead reckoning is something I learned very early. It's a navigational tool grounded in some of the most ancient laws of seafaring folks. And one of its requirements is that the captain keep a log, a record of every voyage. At the beginning of every watch, notes are taken about where the ship is or where the sailboat is, what the wind is, whether they're under sail or under engine, the wind direction, the current, the weather, anything you can possibly think of. Currents, tides, any deviation from the set course is noted so that you know that you aren't going exactly where you thought you were, but you've gone someplace else. There are no road signs or stoplights when you're out at sea. And it's a very awesome moment when you look at the land disappearing behind you, and you have this little sail, and you know there's 4 days of blue water in front of you. I was very lucky that my captains all carried a sextant with them, because God forbid the GPS or the radar or the depth sounder, whatever, didn't work. They could all take a fix. Get that correct angle between sun and horizon or star and horizon, and with a little bit of trigonometry, figure out our latitude. So, even though there are those technologies now, it's still wise, just in case there is no sun, no star visible, GPS is out, no depth finder, and the radar sure isn't going to tell you where you are. So the thing that seamen still do predictably and very exactly is keep a logbook, because that's for dead reckoning. Dead reckoning is the tool that's grounded in that ancient things, but it also gives accurate attention to what's happening exactly now. If you pay good attention and record details, the captain can estimate the position of the ship or the sailboat, set a course, and guide everybody to the hoped-for destination. We have just been handed a new year to navigate. And Janus, that god of hinges, is asking us to look back, to look forward, like any good navigator, checking the fix on where you've been, noting where you want to go. Dead reckoning is really about being present for the moment. It's about, like Brookhiser was saying, uncovering that love and rage for the world, finding the distaste and all of the things we love, noting them, observing, utilizing our senses to the utmost so that we can find the tools we need to assure that our journey is long, full of adventure, growing in wisdom, and personally, spiritually, communally, bringing more satisfaction and connection. So, I like to give a check-in for myself every year, kind of check in on my body, is there anything going on that I've noticed that I should have taken care of? Have I gained weight? Am I eating more, eating less, exercising more, exercising less? Good to check in and log it. Any changes that are significant that you should keep an eye on. Then take a look at your emotional self. Today, maybe not as strong as it was Thursday. Note how your course can get altered by what's on the news, by what you're hearing, social, political upheaval. How does it enter you? Does it destabilize you? Does it make you anxious, sleepless? How do we take things in and process them without having it throw us completely off course? What about the state of your relationships? Friends, partner, pet? Are they strong, satisfying? Communication's good? Anything that needs attention? Direct conversation? Do you need more time with your beloveds? Do you need less work? What are the things that are keeping you from the most satisfying days and weeks? Note. Note to self. Log in. I need to change this. Or this is really good. I want to savor this. If you are feeling overwhelmed, or you're feeling irritable, or you're feeling less patient, perhaps it's your spiritual body that needs some attention, flashing a little warning sign. Need for course correction. A spiritual practice does not have to be anything complicated. You do not have to meditate for 2 hours every morning or practice yoga for an hour and a half. I had one minister tell me, just start with something you do every day, like flossing your teeth if you floss every day. Or just take a walk and breathe in the beauty of the world around you. Regardless of what's going on all around us, with good spiritual care, we can stay on course and not be overwhelmed, frightened, panicked. Part of my professional responsibility that's defined by the contract I have with the Board of Trustees is to take a fix on your well-being, on the well-being and the course of All Souls. Where is All Souls on its journey? Where is it you all want All Souls to go on your journey? That's something for us to pay attention to this year. With programming, organizational structure, finances, staffing. What is the direction? I know you have your hearts fixed on a new settled minister. How will you arrive there? What course do you set to be prepared to find the best possible minister? For the next few months, our course includes the results of these listening sessions. This week and next week will be the final listening sessions. We'll give a report to the board about our findings, all the things that you've shared with us over the last few months. You'll be voting for new candidates to the board, and there's a forum for you to listen to about those candidates next week. The board is leading you through the 3-year strategic plan. Lots of information there for you. So on your journey to that next ministry, practice personal, spiritual, communal growth. Logging in, learning what is essential for the future of this Unitarian Church of All Souls. What do you have to contribute of time, of treasure, wisdom? Now to the world, Venezuela. And God only knows what else we are going to be asked, called to navigate in 2026. How do we begin to process this regime change? Possibly our responsibility to run another country. I noticed, and you may have too, some significant unrest at the possibilities. A little bit of anger, a lot of judgment, So I processed. It came to me that maybe I was not reacting to this situation as I would have if the president I had voted for was in power. And like a good dead reckoner, I looked behind me at ways that I had responded to similar things that may have been upsetting to other people. I was thinking about when Obama didn't go into Syria, and I was thinking, did I respond to that more calmly, more trusting, because I voted for this man? And so he must have the best interest of our nation at heart. Or Joe Biden's behaviors around Palestine and Israel. I did get a little upset. But there was an underlying trust. So I had to really question myself. Is it a bias that's upsetting me now? Is it more the news? How do I process this event? Well, it's a value-laden decision. There are consequences for this nation. There's laws and due process to be followed. So your go-tos are not necessarily emotional bias or prejudice, but to think about the values that you have and are they being served? It's really important right now to know what your values are, what your moral compass tells you to navigate by, and to hold those things dear as you process whatever is happening. I don't know what will be asked of us, but I know part of our time together and our commitment to each other is to be ready, to eradicate, examine, face any bias or righteousness, judgments or blame, so that we can be those leaders that lead with values and moral imperatives to assure that the best for all is served. We have started 2026 with a very ominous foreshadowing. And I ask all souls to think, as in Dead Reckoning, back. How have you engaged in world events previously? What does your history tell you about how to respond in this moment? Where and how did you find your moral leadership? What do you want to modify, perhaps do differently now? What do you cherish and want to continue, expand? Who do you want to be in this moment? You are a very diverse body with different needs, different expectations. How will we decide together how to be in this world this year? I am asking you to bring your best, most unique self to this space. Your personal, political, congregational choices matter. Share in the questions, reflections, decisions. Allow the winds and the currents of All Souls past to direct you, inspire you, tell you what rocks you might need to look out for, and what course corrections you might need to consider. Keep love of the world for what it could be as your fix. Then in honor, awareness, and resolve, leave 2025 behind. Step fully into this year with eyes wide open. Release the best and the worst of what we have seen. Look for the learning, the intentions, the opportunities. Celebrate the opportunity to do and be what is most important, rewarding and meaningful to you. Greet your best self, waiting for you to arrive in this new year. May it be so. I invite you to rise, embody your spirit, and we'll sing number 136.
As we extinguish the light of our chalice, we carry the fire of commitment and the love of this community with us always. And now in our going, may love bless us and keep us. May the light of love shine upon us and out from within us, and be gracious unto us and grant us peace. For this is the day we are given. Let us rejoice and be glad in it.